Hello everyone. It's been 10 days since my microdiscectomy surgery, and I wanted to record a video to give you a glimpse of how the recovery is coming along. I saw many videos before my surgery and it really helped me prep, so this is just my way of giving back in a very, very small way. I will record a video on how I ended up here with the surgery because I've never had a surgery before and I gave it a really long time before I gave in. So to give you a glimpse of sort of how the surgery day went, I was called to the hospital at about 10 a.m. My surgery was scheduled for 12:30 p.m. and when I woke up in the room in the hospital was around 4 p.m. So I kind of slept for quite a bit. When I woke up, I did experience an immediate pain relief of, the constant radiating pain that I was going through. I thought that was very well managed, and I didn't quite feel the tingling, the pins and needles that I was going through all the time. I did have an annoying pain in my outer thigh, which kind of felt like a stone. I've had that feeling before my surgery as well. So, and I told the nurse about it, but she didn't seem very concerned. The physical therapist made me walk a lap around the hospital, not around the hospital, just I want to say about 100 meters. And that went really well. I was surprised about how comfortable I felt after spine surgery. It was kind of a weird experience to get up and walk like that, but I did, and it felt okay. It didn't, feel uncomfortable or anything like that. I drove in the car. I was in the passenger seat. Wasn't a big problem. I wasn't feeling a whole lot of pain, but I realized I was, under anesthesia still, some levels, and I'm guessing a lot of pain meds were also flowing through my vein at that point in time. When I got home, I was pretty comfortable. I was talking with my friends, with my family, not a problem. It's when things started getting a little bit rough for me was when I started kind of walking around a bit in the house, and I feel like around 8 p.m. at night, I felt like that annoying outer thigh pain just became really big, in the sense that I felt like it was a spasm, like a pretty severe spasm that was going on. And it got triggered every time I stood up and I sat down, which made sitting down, of course, really uncomfortable, but also using the bathroom was really a big problem. And I really had to be held up, like, kind of picked up from my arm for a bit that entire night. That night was very, very rough. We had to call the on-call surgeon, and they asked me to up my oxycodone. So I was taking 1 oxycodone at night. They asked me to take 2 that night. I literally passed out after taking that, which was a good thing because I just felt like I was under a lot of pain that night. So it was good to just, kind of take it easy. When I woke up in the morning, the pain was still there. So I still needed my husband to kind of pick me up from the bed. And it was a very depressing time because I thought this was a very difficult thing to do, to experience. I didn't have that pain before, that level of spasm-like pain before. And it wasn't easy to tell if this is a nerve pain or a muscular pain. For some reason, it felt like a combination. So I didn't really know if to up my muscle relaxer, up my pregabalin, or what. But my medicines were changed to taking more oxycodone and, moving out my muscle relaxer and bringing in pregabalin, which is a nerve calming medicine. So I was taking that. I was also I think on day 3, because that continued from day 1 to day 3, that spasm like pain. And I called the doctor again, and that's when they ordered a steroid pack for me. And I started taking the steroids that night, and it immediately helped. It immediately helped calm things down a lot with the pain. Once I started taking the steroids, so day 4, 5, 6, I started doing some level of walking around. Day 4, I felt like walking for 5 minutes kind of tired me out, and the pain started increasing, in which case I would come and lie down again, side sleep. And with every day, though, I felt like my walking was less and less painful. Yesterday, which was sort of my day 9, I walked, in totality about 1.5 miles. I was taking short walks of 5 to 10 minutes. Today, I almost did 2 miles, and that was okay. So my steroids are done. I'm not taking the oxycodone. I stopped taking them almost 4 days ago. And I'm just taking pregabalin, just for a couple more days. Overall, I feel pretty good. My radiating pain is gone. The pins and needles is gone. I still have that outer thigh pain, which I'm going to when I go in for my check-in in a couple of days for my wound check-in. I'm going to ask the doctor about that because I'm not really sure what that is and why that's happening so much. But day 10 feels pretty good. I'm walking around. I'm still not doing a ton of chores. I'm resting quite a bit, and I'm walking as much as I can. So overall, I'm feeling pretty good about the surgery. Like, I had a couple of days of remorse, and I think that happens. But you just have to stay strong mentally that the nerve is healing, right? The nerve has been decompressed for a while, and we can't just assume that the nerve's going to start working 100% on day 1. So I think we just need to keep the faith that things will keep getting better and better and better, and keep staying strong, because it's not going to be painless on day 1. Day 1 might be because you're still under a lot of meds, but after that, you will feel pain because, the nerve has to heal. The nerve has been through a lot, so you just have to give it some grace. I will keep you updated on how things go in week 2 and week 3. All right? Stay strong, my friends.